So let's try again. I changed some settings. So welcome back to the stream, or welcome to this stream when you didn't watch the one before it. But we had a lot of dropped frames, so I had to restart it. And I see that I still have a lot of dropped frames. So, but it is less dropped frames. So let's try how it is now. So, are you still here? Is it back online? Much better. Yeah, it now says 30% dropped frames. I changed the render from the video card to software mode or CPU mode. So, let's see if that will help. Better FPS. Okay. Okay, that is better. So, shall we continue with the tour of the machines here? I think that's interesting. Because later we're gonna see what's inside of here. But I won't tell you yet, because it's a nice mystery box. So, let's change the camera again. Yeah, okay. Will you make a video about the mystery box? Yeah, I think I'm gonna introduce it here a bit. And later I will be making a video, but I need to get some more info about the box before I can do something with it. No, it's not Panasonic. So we were here. In the last stream I discussed these two boxes, the Pentium 3 1 keycard with Voodoo 4 and the Athlon 600. Here I have two cases that I really like in terms of the design. So no fancy stuff, more workstation look, very nice cases. There we have a media center PC. It's from Origin, total aluminium case. And inside is a big mess, and it comes out of a dumpster and it's really dirty. So I'm gonna make a video about that machine. Probably just take it apart and see what parts we have and see what parts we're gonna keep. Probably only the case, maybe the power supply. On top of there we have an Pentium 3 1.4 keycard just on the motherboard tray. Here a case, it's the same case as the dual Pentium Pro overdrive build. And let's see in the chat, is everything going okay with the sound and stuff? Here we have a very nice Lian Li case where there was a dual Opteron inside of it, but the dual Opteron board had too much problems, so I only gonna keep the case probably and some parts of that. Here we have a very nice AT tower with 3 drive bays and very okay-ish design. I need to clean it a bit, but it's not damaged, so that's great. This of course my test system from an old Dell workstation or server chassis and some random motherboards inside. Frame drops, but okay, and the sound is okay. Nice. Okay, now comes the more interesting stack. Let's see. Here we have, of course, one of my favorite monitors, a Neo View 15-inch. Very nice. Here we have a dual Celeron on a BP6 motherboard from the build with full SCSI. These 2 boxes of camera gear, which I bought very cheap. I still need to see what I'm gonna do with it because I don't like the parts in it, so they gonna be somewhere. Here's a very interesting machine. I don't know much about it. I also got it donated from one. It's a high screen 386 SX33, but it's designed by, I think it was Colani or something, and I don't know where he was from, but it is a designer probably from Italy or a country like that. So this is a very nice 386 machine with dual floppy drives, here a removable hard drive, but it's in a little bit terrible shape because it's totally yellowed, which is fine, but here some parts broke off and this one is not really original, so this cover is missing, so it's a mess. But a nice turbo button probably here, or no, oh no, this is just a turbo LED, power LED, reset, but it's now button, or I don't know. This power button, a lock for the hard drive. So it's a nice machine, but it needs a lot of work, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about stuff like this, where there is really parts missing. So I think I'm gonna do a video with it, just show it, clean it, and see if it's still working. But for me, this is not really a system I wanna keep. I probably gonna donate it to one of the computer museums or something like that, or Awesome Retro, or a place where it can be shown to the public, and that's better than in my collection, because 386 machines are not my favorite era of hardware. Hi Poland, how are you doing? Here we have another interesting machine. It's an IBM PS1 Pro, and I think it was also on 386, and really the big power buttons and a floppy drive here, and I need to also clean this system and try it out. And there's a sound card inside, but it is just a machine with ISA slots. I was hoping on a system with the IBM slots, the MCA, and a sound card in it, then it was really special, but it's just an ISA machine. But it's a really nice machine, so I also gonna do a video with it and clean it and make it work again. Sound is okay, video is laggy, yeah. I can't do much about it now. I really need to test stuff out, but I'm gonna do that later and not in a public stream. Here we have the Wang system, and it is a 286 with an MFM hard drive and a floppy drive, and it's also a really nice machine. So in one video I'm gonna show you my Wang. That sounds a little bit dirty. I'm fine, I'm okay. I'm finally streaming again, so that is good. I want to build a 478 Pentium 4 machine in my super tower, but I don't really know where I should get the parts from. Marktplaats isn't really helping. You can of course look on Marktplaats, or maybe Dave Pennings has some stuff for you, or see what's on tweakers.net, because that's also a good source for parts like that. My other computer is on one. Very nice to see the stream again. You really brighten up my day. Nice. That's good to hear. Maybe try AliExpress. I don't know if AliExpress is the best source for retro computer parts. But let's see what else we have. Here we have the Dell Dimension system with air drum or air day RAM, so RAM bus memory. And I did 2 videos about it, one where I just show it and the other where I clean it. And as I can see, it needs some more cleaning here because there's still some dirt on it. But most of it is out of it, and I'm gonna do a build with it, and I'm thinking about something. I mean, it's a Pentium 3 800 megahertz, so yeah, Femke, I know that you like AliExpress. Your mailman probably knows you too, that you get a lot of packages. Yeah, tweakers.net is a really good source for PC hardware because people are pretty fair with prices and also give stuff away on that community. So talking about this machine, is Pentium 3 800 MHz with 512 megabytes of memory. So I'm thinking about putting a GeForce 2 in it, a real one, and make a nice gaming system of it. I think that will be an interesting build, and with the Vortex 2 sound card, that will be, I think, a really nice build to show you also in a complete video. So what would you put in a system like this? Let me know. And here, of course, we have my Q6600 workstation from 2006, and I still really love this system, and I'm so happy that I decided to not throw it out or sell the parts, because it has a pretty nice Asus workstation motherboard in it with PCI 64-bit and PCIe and 8 gigabytes of memory. It's really nice. And this unit is also pretty cool. It's a Dell PowerFold 210S, and I got it also donated to me. And it has 12 18 gigabyte hard drives, and it's a SCSI unit, so you can put a big SCSI cable in the back to a system, to a RAID card or normal SCSI card. But there's something funny about this unit, because I was one of the previous owners. So in 2003, 4, I don't know. I think I already had this system, so in 2006 or 2007 I bought this unit on Marktplaats or tweakers.net, and I picked it up in Eindhoven, and I played with it, and I had a compact server also with a storage unit like this from Compaq, and 33 SCSI hard drive or 36 SCSI hard drives on one system. And after a while it was a bit obsolete for me, and I gave it away to a friend of mine. So just keep it, I don't need it anymore. And then I got a big donation in, and this unit was in, and I was thinking, wait a minute, that looks very similar like my unit, because I also had this for drives with the sticker and the rest without the sticker. So I got my own unit back. Which is pretty awesome, and it's a pretty nice unit to play with. It's very heavy, and I think it has 2 power supplies, and I think it's 4U height or 3. I think it's 3U height and rack mounted. So I'm gonna do videos about this, because I think it's fun to put a lot of storage in a retro machine. So that will be also a video. That will be fun. Finally in live stream. Yes, I did it. I have my setup working again, and cleaned up my studio a lot. So yeah, finally possible to make streams again. 12 disc are SCSI connectors, and the brand of the hard drives is Fuyuchi, and they are running at 10,000 RPM and Ultra 160 SCSI. So pretty nice hard drives. But the unit eats a lot of power, makes a lot of noise, but it is fun to play with. And if a hard drive like this breaks down, I have a lot of hard drives, 18 GB hot swappable, so I have enough spare, so I'm not worried about if a disk will break. A didnt M64 pairs well with a Celeron 4. So, are there any questions? So let me know. Let's do a Q&A. I have a question. Of all sound cards not by Creative, which has been the best you have found for Sound Blaster compatible mode? I don't really know, because I'm using a lot of Sound Blasters because I just like them and I've used them all my life. So let me see. Oh no, that's in the box up there. That's too much to get. But I think the Vortex 2 is pretty nice, and for Windows gaming, and yeah, for DOS gaming, I don't really know what the really good cards are. I have some ISA card with a Yamaha chipset, and and I have a Roland stuff, but it's not really like Sound Blaster. So, have you had a chance to try the Vortex card? No, not really. Or no, I didn't use it yet. But it will go in the Dell machine, and I will use it there. Graphics Ultrasound, yeah, but how compatible is Graphics Ultrasound with a Sound Blaster? I don't know. What do you think about Asus Sonar cards? I never used them, so I don't really know about something. I have a Sound Blaster 16, nice. What are you going to do with the last dumpster PC? You mean the Dell machine or the media PC? I think the Dell machine is the one that you are talking about. The Dell machine will be built up again with nice cards, and after that's built, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that machine. Maybe I'm gonna sell it or something, or yeah, because a Dell Dimension, it's nice to do a build of it, but it's not something I want to have in my collection to really have, or it's not a build that I'm really want to keep or something. Oh, and what's fun, 2 weeks ago I found another Roland MPU MIDI interface online for 17.5 euros. So now I have 4 Roland setups with MT32s and Roland ISA cards, so that's pretty awesome to have. Hi Stefane, how are you doing? Yeah, I was lucky with that card, because the first one I bought for 90 euros because the seller knew what it was. So, and he also knew it was worth a lot more than 90 euros, but we came in a nice in between. The second card or the third card, I think it was the third card I got for free, but I swapped it with a nice 486 motherboard with Facer Locobus and PCI. The third Roland MIDI interface I bought for 45 euros via Marktplaats, and the last one was only 17.5 euros. I was the first one that was bidding on it, and I really sent emails. Oh, I want to have buy it. Where can I pay? And I was really pushing it that I could pay and that he didn't get the chance to have a bidding war or something like that. MT32s in Canada are rare. Here in the Netherlands they are not really rare, but people know what they are selling, so if you really want them, have them really quick, you need to spend 50 to 75 euros on an MT32. But sometimes they go for 25 euros because people don't care that they sell one. So you must be lucky with an MT32 here. But I found so far 4 units between 25 and 40 euros. And I have one Roland CM32L. And I'm not sure how much I paid for it. I think also around 35-40 euros. So really nice stuff to have. The only dangerous thing with the Roland units is that the power plug, the polarization is swapped by power supply. So you really need to be careful with them. Well, it's time for me in every video like Phil's computer lab does it. Yeah, but we don't need to have all the videos from everyone the same, so no, not every video will get me this stuff. I saw an MT100 but didn't bid, thinking was not compatible with the MT32 it is, and I missed out. That sucks. The nice thing about the MT32s and the CM32L and the CM64 and stuff like that, you can really daisy chain them. Just have MIDI cables from one to the other, and so you can just buy all the stuff and make a big stack of it and have them all working together. Have you ever tried Temple OS? No, I didn't try it. Is it really worth it to try it? I mean, I'm not really a church person or something like that, so... Hi Hassan, how are you doing? Yes, it was a long time ago I didn't stream. So, I'm finally back and I made a lot of room in my studio. So I have breathing space here and I can enjoy it a lot more. So that is much better. The maker died last week. Weird Kai. Oh, that's really sad. So will someone take his project and keep it up, or will the project now die with him? All fine, brother. Great to know. Yeah. Nice to have you here on the stream, Hassan. Oh, we have 43 people watching. Great. That's nice. Let me see. Okay. Hello from Gelderland. It was on Tweakerspun. He got orders from God making the OS. Yeah, it's a strange person. But he was very dedicated by making it. The Roland Era A50 is a heartbeat of the MT32. My MT... Oh no. My MT32 was recently killed by my friend. He wanted to try it with his retro machine but lost the power supply, so he used the one that fit, and then boom, something exploded. Yeah, that's a problem with the power supplies. So maybe you can see what part exploded, because sometimes you can just replace for a few €1 parts and have it fixed again. So maybe try to open it, see what parts broke down, and have something with repair experience, measure some items and parts, and maybe you can still make it work. Only 43 people. I thought there was like 10k watching. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, with only 45 people to 100 people, you can really follow the chat. Oh wait, I need to. I can change something. How is this? I think now we have the chat on screen. I forget that because yeah, it's working. Maybe this is nicer. Yeah, that's a problem with the big channels, that if they have so much people watching, the chat goes like and you can't read it anymore. And so the person that is doing the stream can't keep up with the chat. Hi, you Freitakur Fines. What? You have a difficult name, sir. Yeah, that is really impossible with the big channels and streamers. Then you have a special person, a sidekick, that takes out the questions for you, and yeah, it's that's much better. Not too big stream, just have a stream for the real fans. And I'm Indian. Ah, nice. Let me see. It's a chip, but the chip has blown off plastic, so there's no markings anymore. That sucks. Maybe you can find another MT32, because they will still show up, and not everyone is using them for gaming stuff, so probably you can find them. So, what do you think that's in this box behind me? Yeah, I really want to know it myself too, if you can guess it. Here, there's even a valve to let the pressure out, so it is in a watertight box. And it's an army green, a missile, and chopped off head. No, it's not chopped off head. A military laptop, maybe. An MT2 free from the dumpster. Nice. Glowing plutonium rod. Yeah, maybe. Military portable PC. Drone targeting laptop. I am. A square helmet. You're getting close. You can't know. Most people these days are hyped about the Ryzen 2 and Nvidia RTX or whatever. I'm disappointed there's no focus on old retro hardware. That's why my channel is here, just to have all the old stuff. And I also don't have money to buy all the new stuff, but I think the old stuff is much more fun, because it's also a cheaper hobby. If you really look around for it, you can get parts for so cheap, and if you don't want to have specific parts, just get in a lot of old computers, take stuff out, build new stuff, and have fun. Laughing my ass off with the comments what's in the box. No, it's not from the Dutch army, it's from the Belgium army. So, that will be funny. Video on the yellow high screen Colani computer when? I don't know. Next week the end of this week and next week there will IBC here in Amsterdam. There's a camera and broadcast show, so I will go there and make a lot of videos about the camera related stuff on my other channel, Dutch Video Shooter. So I don't have really time to do the old computer stuff then. And after that, end of the month, there's also the big truck show in Amsterdam. So I'm gonna do for my third channel, Wheels, also videos. So I hope in between that show and so the camera show and the truck show in between, I hope I can do some videos, but probably not the Colani machine because that's a lot of work. But maybe I can do parting out the dumpster media PC, stuff like that. Belgium army, so it's cookies or chocolate. Does Belgium have an army? Yes, they have an army. I like 3DFX stuff. Yeah, I like that too. And diesel computer, a flux capacitor. It's either you or LGR which review old hardware, and I like that. Yeah, I think Phil's Computer Lab is switched a bit to another generation than what I'm doing. A bit more than new after my stuff, so more in between new stuff and what I'm doing. But that's okay. I mean, you don't have to always focus on one area. But shall we go take a look inside? Will that be fun? So maybe I can get the camera closer. Yeah, I think I need to have my tripod. show. Do you have used Commodore 64 Amiga? I never used Amiga. I had a Commodore 64 as a kid when I was, I think, 7 or 8, and I played just games on it. But I'm not really someone that want to have a Commodore 64 again. If I want, I can just pick them up on some places and for free and use them, and it doesn't even, I don't even have to buy a Commodore 64. But I'm not really, I don't have special feelings with the Commodore 64. So it's more from the 286 and up that I'm liking. So just, yeah, so like Hassan says, no interest in the Commodore 64. And Amiga, I never used it. Okay, let's get the camera from my mini tripod to my other tripod. So let's rebuild the setup. I hope the cables are long enough and don't fall out, because the camera is on main power and HDMI cable in it. And so let's see. Yeah, it's a bit better. Maybe more like this. Get the microphone closer. And it's really heavy. I think it's more than 20 kilos, this box. So let's see how the framing is. Maybe a bit zooming out so it's still with chat on screen. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, I think this will work. What's in the box? Yeah, that's the big question. What's in this box? Called a bomb squad. Radio ham device. Andy, indeed, it's a DLC loot crate, and this video is sponsored by Battlefield 5, and this is the big bonus box of Battlefield 5, and let's do some promotional video. Oh wait, no, this is not Battlefield 5. It would be fun if they would sponsor me. A Voodoo 56000, 1 megabyte hard drive. I'm still going with the Klumer box, an iBot box. Let's get the clips open at least. I already took the clips on the back of the box off. So yeah, and it's a really heavy duty box. So Okay, the air valve is open. It's a laptop and printer? Maybe. Reel-to-reel storage. Cluck cluck. Osborne PC. So, can we see what's in it? Holy crap! Yeah, you can say that. I think the camera can be a little bit higher. But before I gonna show you this machine, I gonna show you the network cable which is with this machine. Because it's kinda, yeah, the same size as the whole machine. Look, here we have the network cable of the machine. And it has special connectors, probably also watertight. And I know that the machines like this are just UTP cables, but with a different connector. So friends of mine that have had these machines, some even had modified these cables to normal UTP, but this one is not yet done. So that is for a later project. But I don't know how much meters it is, but I think maybe 50 meters or something. Heavy duty cable. It's still dirty, probably from a hacker's camp, because a lot of machines were bought by a friend of mine, and in the Dutch hackers community they were spread around and people bought them from him. So let's see the chat. It's from World War II. No, it's not from World War II. Can it run Tetris? Custom thick beard shave army crate? Maybe night vision? Can it crisis? Whoa! Hi, Dutch Bart Games. How are you? What kind of bomb is that? 80s or 90s? 8-inch floppy drive? Satellite link? No, wait. Here we have a military crate CD case. Oh wait, it's look. Probably the army paid a lot of this. Where's the French home? And here it says Iran and a military laptop. I'm getting scared here. What is this? Let's put this away. 300 baud modem. No, here we have a printer. Let's see. Oh, here there's a cable. It's probably for the DC power. So I need to figure out how I can power this. Here's another cable. Not sure what's the use of this one. Okay, here it says 230 volt AC and 24 volt DC. And some big switches here. And a cable from this unit, because this one is a printer. I'm not sure if it loose. Yes. Okay. Okay, the printer also has military crate connectors. So that is nice. And here we have the printer, and it is an HP DeskJet 340. And there's no cartridge inside, but it looks clean. So maybe it's fun to make this printer work again. Wait, oh yeah. Yeah, the printer looks really clean, the outside not, but nice to have a retro printer in army style. A custom bottom plate here with custom brackets and a big custom side plate. It's kind of a plastic, so it's really heavy duty. So, and the machine, it's called an ABL, and Kaishon. So not sure what that means. And the date is here on a sticker 28300. So maybe 23 March 2000. Not sure. Or some control date, but so they probably use it in 2000 even. Let's put the printer back. Nice slot here for the printer cable. But let's see what this machine is. Got one of those desks open. What time is it there? Here it's 20 minutes till 9. So let's see what the machine itself is. Yeah, very big clips to keep the screen in place. The machine says it's a DRS. Wait, get the microphone a bit closer. The system says it's a DRS Rugged Systems Europe Ltd, Chippenham, UK, and LXC, and with a big screen. I think it's around 12 inch, very heavy duty case, and a trackball here with mouse buttons, and pretty okay keyboard with a Windows key, so it's not really. We have a floppy drive here. Here is a slot plate, so probably you can install a CD-ROM player in here. Not sure what's inside of here, but let's close this for a moment. So let's see if we can also take this one out. Okay, the back is a bit loose, so let's be careful not to break something off. But breaking off something of a military laptop is probably also a challenge. Okay. I hope that thing doesn't have sensitive information. It's already been in the Dutch hacker community, so the chance that there's sensible information on it is very small. It's like an eraser, but with the size of a US silver dollar. Turn it on already. I can't say one thing, I can't turn it on yet, but I explain that later. But here on the back we have a special plate which is loose. I see a lot of screw holes. I don't know where the screws are, but it's pretty solid. But I think someone already tried to get some work on it, or tried to hack it, or as you can see, there's a UTP cable. Maybe they tried to get a better network connection. But if we can see the connectors here, we have a BAMS connector. I don't know what it is. A NAT connector, so this is for the network card. External SCSI, so this machine has SCSI. A modem line, and the modem line is really army style, where you really put two cables in it. So it's really for the field connections. Here we have a blocked off COM port, COM2. COM1 is also blocked off, external VGA, and a printer port. But as you can see with this unit down like this, probably really put a new casing around the whole laptop system. So let's, as you can see, this of course SCSI connector, and so, but a SCSI port on it is pretty nice because I like SCSI, and probably I can have a CD-ROM player external on the SCSI and have it booting of it. Here we have the power brick, or the power supply, and there's a really big double switch with a bar in between, really big army style. I like it. And here's the connector for the 28 volt, and the laptop also has these cables, so I think the printer also has those kind of cables, so I think you put the printer cables on here, and then you put the power supply on here, if you don't use only the laptop, if you use it as a set. So I'm not sure if I ever will find another power connector like this to use it on the original state, or that I need to open, for example, this box and just make an extra power plug in it. I think that will be the better solution. But then I need to put a cover over this connector so I don't get shocked by it. So, but here we have the cover, so maybe we have screws here, so we can take them off from here and put them on there, because safety is pretty important if you're working with that much power. Showing us an awesome military laptop, but then saying can't turn it on. Yes, that's an issue for now. To turn it on, because I have a power cable, but this power cable is for the 24 volt, but I don't have a 24 volt power supply right now. Otherwise I need to work with the 220 volt, but I don't have the power cable for it, so then I need to hack this machine and make a modification. So I think it's easier to get a 24 volt power supply to test this machine out than before I gonna hack open this system and get it working on a different way. But maybe I can use it in my truck on my work, but it's much too big to carry around. That's a really interesting machine, and it needs some work, and I would need to put this this seal back. I think it's also watertight, so, and there's some metal things in here. That's probably for the connection between all the metal pieces. so I need to make sure they don't fall out and get in the machine. But we still don't know what kind of hardware this is. But I don't like that this is loose like this, so let's see if I can. I just need to be careful with it. Here on the side we have also an opening, so let's see what's in here. This door must be kept closed. That's interesting. Let's see inside. I'm not sure why this is a special door. I don't see any, there's not a connector in it, so strange. So maybe this for secret military module to get nukes flying around. I don't know. But we will find out, and I need to call the friend that bought all these machines and ask some tips and stuff to get them working. Here we have an outlet for the air, probably for the CPU cooling. Let me see, are there more openings? The keyboard is also with a lot. Oh, wait. No, the keyboard is loose. Yeah, I remembered something that it was possible to get it off. So this is a pretty heavy duty keyboard. I think this one is even stronger than IBM keyboards. Serial code, power 100 to 260 volt, power 22 to 32 volt. Oh, the weight is 15 kilo, but that's only for this unit. And a special connector for the keyboard. Oh, here we have some extra screws under it. So I hope these are the screws from the back unit, then I can put them back. But we still don't know what kind of hardware is in it. It's not shown anywhere on the machine, but I know what kind of hardware it's inside, because there's a Pentium 200 or 200 MMX inside. I think the machine has 64 megabytes of memory, and most were running Windows NT 4.0. So they are pretty nice systems with SCSI, no CD-ROM player. That is not. Oh yeah, that's a little bit missing in the system, but I can put an external unit on it. Yeah, so it's a nice, really nice machine. IBM keyboards are the strongest, don't lie. Let me see, where's my IBM keyboard? Here's my IBM keyboard. Here's the keyboard of the laptop. So, wait. I think if I hit it like this, we can see what will survive. So, who will win if I hit this IBM keyboard with this keyboard? Which one will break first? Tell me in the comments. So, no comments about who is gonna win this or that keyboard. I think it's the army style keyboard. So, 3, 2, 1. No, I don't want to destroy this IBM keyboard. But I think this keyboard is stronger than this one, because this one has a plastic housing but a metal plate inside. But this one is completely metal casing. So this one is really stronger and sharper, and yeah, this one will win in a battle between the DRS technology versus IBM. the real question would be the army keyboard mechanical too. No, that doesn't sound like a mechanical keyboard. And this keyboard is stupid because it's an latety keyboard. So it is really a Belgian machine. Yeah, the machine is probably indeed waterproof or really water resistant, or yeah, how do you say it? That you can not use it in a submarine that is sinking, but still used on the battlefield when there's a hole in your tent because they shot a rocket through your tent. It says don't overlap the cable. Let's see how that will fit again. Are there any holes on the other side? Yes, there's another hole here on other plate. So turn it on when you have an adapter. I will turn it on when I have the power supply, but for now I can't turn it on. No, this machine doesn't have USB, so it's really before the USB time. So also no lost USB sticks with this laptop. With all the military secrets. But here we have this is probably the air intake, and I see some kind of air filter, so let's open it. Maybe it's just to clean the filter. And it's nice and heavy duty. And this screw, yeah, okay. A nice heavy duty filter tray, even with a cable for the earth connection. And here's the air filter, so you can clean this out, and it's pretty clean already. And I put it back. And a Pentium 200 doesn't have to need that much cooling, so that will be fine. And for the rest, I don't see any possible places where we can inspect this machine. Maybe on the bottom, but I'm not sure. No, the bottom is just a lot of screws, but the body is not with a plate, so I don't think removing any of these screws will help. I think the inside will come loose. And let me see, is there anything we can do here? Oh, I see a sliding mechanism which is out of line for this back plate, so maybe we can pull the back out. No, I need to do more inspections and maybe find a manual before I gonna take this apart, because I think if I take this one apart without a manual, I can really destroy it, and I don't think it's nice to destroy this machine, because I think it's pretty epic. And the fun thing is, my brother also has a machine like this that he can use. So maybe we can get the network working between those machines and have play Red Alert on it or something like that. That would be fun on an army laptop. So let's get it back into the casing. but it's so rare to see portable military computers. Yeah, I think most of them just will be destroyed after army use because they are so afraid that military secrets will leak out, but probably the Belgian army doesn't care about it. Or they, I think though the machines were bought by military dump, so yeah. Someone didn't put it to the hardware scrapper, but just sold them. But now we have machines like this to play with, which is awesome. So let's rebuild the setup a bit. And hi Dennis, how are you? Yeah, it's fine here. Finally have the streaming setup up and running. I think you can open the front. I already showed opening the front. But I can of course show you it again. Because here we have a floppy drive. Some kind of display, I don't know. Some expansion possibilities. Here's some, I don't know, maybe it's a hard drive bracket. Wait. Okay, what kind of module do we have here? Hey, 4 GB model DP2 IDE. I think we have the hard drive here. That would be nice, because then I can just get the machine, the operating system installation on another machine and just plug it in here. Let's see if we can open this box and see what kind of hard drive is inside. The screws of the hard drives are loose, so let's get a screwdriver. That was pretty easy to steal military data. Nice laptop. Yes, it's very nice. Speed display, yeah, maybe. Oh, you have holiday. Nice. How does this open? Okay, the parts are falling apart. Do not drop. Chip, warning, do not touch. Oh, oh wait. The drive can be get warm. It's 1.4 gigabyte, November 96. I think this laptop can use a hard drive upgrade. I think maybe I have a 4 or 8 gigabyte hard drive because it's just normal IDE. So that's nice. And wait, I can put it on 2 ways, the connector. That's stupid. I maybe need to rewatch the live stream to see the position that it was on. But here we have it, the hard drive of the system. That's really nice that you can take it out. Don't lose the screws. But let's put the camera back on the other tripod. Hi RWL, he needs glasvezel, yeah. I think in the beginning the connection was working pretty okay here, but I'm not sure what's wrong nowadays. Let's see how many dropped frames we have. 37%. So I don't like that. I mean, it's a pretty low bit rate and I see a lot of overblown stuff here. So maybe we need to see what the camera will do. Auto exposure for the win! That's not good. Wait. I need to check the settings. Oh yeah, wait. Back. Yeah, this better. Would you want an Octec Voodoo Banshee HCP? I already have 2 HCP Banshees, so I'm not really in a need of the Banshee HCP, to be honest. Is it just me or is the sound really quiet? It's probably now better. Maybe I was too far from the microphone. How is this sound now? Because now I'm really close to the microphone again. Let me see the levels. If I talk, the levels are decent. So I think the sound is now back on the good level. Crystal clear. Yes. At least the sound is working. Some guy brought me a whole box of these. So you have more than one of those cards? Nice. Ah, yeah, it's better. That makes sense. Sounds good. Nice. So, do we have any questions? Let's do a Q&A section. We still have 42 people watching. Nice. I like that. Let's wait on some questions. The door on the side is also for storing cables. The little door on the side? Yeah, maybe. I need to check that out. Then you really... yeah, I don't know. Oh shit, we need to smash that like button. Yeah, like the smash button. Now, all, go! How many Voodoo 5s do you have? I have 4 Voodoo 5 HCPs and 1 PCI. I've recently joined. What is this exactly? The green box? The green box was an army style laptop from the Belgium army. Smash button liked. Nice. Rusek, that is a good reason to leave the stream for a moment to get your cat some food. Have you ever overclocked socket A CPU? I had a dual socket A system myself, but never overclocked it because the dual system was not really a system to overclock. So you're using a good mic. I have a Behringer C1 for making radio. Yeah, this mic is pretty okay. I got it from Dave Pennings. If I didn't had this one, I would try to use one of my Sennheiser hand microphones, which also very nice microphones. And I have this Behringer C1 to an Scarlett 2i2 USB interface with Xlr and Phantom power. So that's a nice solution for the audio. 96, 486 or Pentium. It's a Pentium, but 96, I'm not sure if it's really from that year, maybe 97 or maybe 98, but they still choose a Pentium because reasons. Let me see. Okay, the hardware in the room is getting out of hand. What is going to happen now? I think I throw out enough now to make some room. And yesterday I also scrapped some parts, so I know you don't like that I'm scrapping parts, but let me show you my plastic which I scrapped yesterday. This trash bag is completely full of plastic parts from CD-ROM players. I scrapped like 15 CD-ROM players and some external hot swappable or swappable IDE racks. So yeah, it made a lot of plastic and metal and parts, and that's a big way to make room. And the drives that I scrapped were really yellowed or really shit brands, and just throw out the stuff that is really not usable and only keep the real stuff, and only sell the stuff where another one can get happy about. Because a really dirty, old, ugly CD-ROM player with damages, nobody wants to have it in his build. Oh no, scrapping! Yeah, sometimes you need to scrap parts to make room, and also selling parts is such a pain in the butt. I have some cases for sale, but on local pickup. And one case, someone was saying, "Oh yeah, I will pick it up today," and then it's not possible because I can't get my other appointment doesn't go today, and I can't drive my business car to you only for that, and such a headache to get rid of your parts. I mean, he lives 30 kilometers away. It's like 20 minutes driving for him, and then he has the case for not much. But still, he makes an issue of it, and he will now says, yeah, next week, and I don't like that. Or other people, yeah, I like to have that case, but can you ship it? It's an open big tower. How the F would I ship this one to you without damage? I don't even have the packing material to put the case in it. So then he was also looking up for that PostNL, will pick it up by me. But then I said, yeah, but still not packed. It will not get by you without damages. I know how post companies will work. They just throw stuff around. So just what is wrong with a local pickup? I know Dave, for example, drives through the whole of the Netherlands to pick up parts and stuff, and he enjoys it. And why can't other people not do that? If I had all the Superflower cases, 10 of them, I just drove to the Kai and picked them up. I drove 200 kilometers for it. If I go to Amsterdam, it's 200 kilometers from Emmen. Yeah, but there's if you can also take the train from Emmen to Amsterdam, and then you can have a nice scenery. Love your videos, Victor. Thanks. I like your comment that you love my videos. Do you sell MS-DOS time machines? No, but I have a motherboard for sale, and also I put it all for sale some time ago, and the guy also was pretty local, and I said, okay, I can ship it to you, and then it was not possible, and pick it up, bring it, stuff like that, and even I had to be in the city that day, and I even said, oh, I can bring it, and it was not, then he didn't react. So let me see where I have it. Yeah, where do I have that motherboard? It was in a box. I have it somewhere, but... Oh, I see it. I have a motherboard here, and it is for sale, so maybe one of you want to buy it, and I can ship it, because as you can see, it fits in a box, and if I ship it, I maybe put it even in a bigger box with extra protection. So you have a special chance now to buy this motherboard, or to pick it up. And if you pick it up, you can watch or get a tour in my studio, and maybe get more parts for it. So what we have here is an Pentium motherboard, and it's included with this video card and the brackets. And the motherboard, I think it was a BioStar with an Intel VX chip, and the CPU was, let me see, I think it was a Pentium 200 or 166, and the motherboard is an MB8500 TVG, and the CPU is ISA and PCI. Yes, it has 4 ISA and 4 PCI. And now I need to get the CPU out, but the caps are in the way. Yeah. The CPU is a 200 MHz MMX, so that's very nice for an MS-DOS time machine. On the BioStar MB8500 TVG motherboard with cache and 64 megabytes of SD RAM. That's also the maximum for the VX chipset with caching, so you don't have to worry about more memory. And the video card with it is this Diamond Stealth 2 S220 with an Rendition V2100 chip set with 4 megabytes of memory, so a pretty nice card. And I want to have 30 euros for it, so if someone wants to buy this set, it's possible. And the shipping for this set will be around 25 euros worldwide, and in the Netherlands around 7 euros, and in Europe something in between. So any takers for this motherboard? And this set is totally working. And all the caps are okay, and it's an AT board, and with PS2 and AT keyboard connector, and it's a pretty nice motherboard. Whoa, the drop frames are bad for me. I don't know what is wrong with my stupid internet. It's still 37% drop frames. For AT systems you don't have to need an I/O shield, so you need an AT case, and I have some AT cases, but I can't ship them. So if you pick them up, I even have a case for this motherboard. So any takers? I would be interested, but I have almost identical system. upload buffer, audio, video and audio is cutting up. Yeah, I really need to test out the streaming stuff offline, because this is not going to work. Let me see. So, anyone wants to buy this one? Kalmar, this is a good board for an MS-DOS time machine. So, if you want it, let me know. Does it need an AT PSU? Yes, it needs an AT PSU. And if you come pick it up, I can sell also an AT case. It's not the most pretty case, but with a power supply. So, no one wants it? Too bad. Must buy motherboard. Not enough money. Yeah, I'm asking 30 euros for it. Did I already set that 30 euros for this motherboard? With the video card and the memory and the CPU? I think that's a fair price. Yeah, Dave, as you can see, that's a fair price. I must make an appointment before Dave does. Yeah, but Dave has enough hardware in his life. So he doesn't need to buy this specific motherboard. So Dr. Drax, you want to buy this motherboard? We can make a deal. That's not bad of a deal. Stuff here in the States are overpriced. Yeah, and I think in the States everyone thinks that stuff is worth a lot. So that's why you get the overpricing there. Okay, yeah, Dr. Drax, just PM me on Facebook. After the stream I will get back to you. So any more questions here? Otherwise I gonna end the stream maybe, but if we have something to discuss or talk about, I can keep it up if you like. I have a few Pentium MX, Pentium 2 and Pentium 3, but no 486 got any of that. I don't have much 486. I want to do a 486 build, so I will keep everything I have for the 486 here for now, because I have two 486 motherboards. One is working and the other one is still need to be tested, so no 486 stuff left over. Nice. Good, Dennis. Always invite more people to the stream. Oh, where's my chat window? Yeah. Get any old supercomputers? No, I don't have any old supercomputers. I had an Alpha 600 machine, not really a supercomputer, but I gave it away a few years. Got a nice Asus motherboard to make a video fig. Nice. Which Asus motherboard did you get? What is the fastest overclock you have ever gotten with a Pentium 3 copper mine? I overclocked my Pentium 3 600 to almost 1 GHz. And also some other chips pretty far like that. I'm really interested. I need to find an AT power supply. Where do you live, Dreamweaver? Maybe I can look up what I have in power supplies, but do you need only the power supply or also the case? Because the case is not really shippable, but maybe a power supply can be shipped. Oh, nice. PCI ISA Vesa Local Bus. Savannah QA. Is it the US? For me, the 486 is not with PCI, but more Vesa Local Bus and ISA. That's more my style of 486. Ah, Georgia, US. But if you only need to have a power supply, I can look for you. But I'm not sure what I have in loose power supplies. But maybe I have one left over, or maybe Dave has one. Time for trade options on Facebook. No, we don't gonna put the trade option on Retro Machines Facebook site because it's then dominating over normal posting. That's really shitty about Facebook. That the sales option then get more priority. So every time you want to make a post, it's in the sales box instead of normal posting. My digital 486 PC doesn't have Vesa Local Bus. It's a shame. Only ISA or also IASA or ISA? No, the I don't. That one. But then it's probably one of the earliest 486, like 33 megahertz machine. Which is also nice for the right games. So, any more questions, or shall we stop the live stream, or what would... So, what is the plan? Hello, the best Retro Machines Brazil fan. Nice to have you here. What time is it in Brazil? It's a digital deck PC, nice machine. Yeah, digital make really awesome stuff. I wonder if there are any Voodoo Vesa Local Bus cards. No, the Voodoo cards are PCI or later HP. Which 486 CPU is better, Intel or AMD? I don't think it makes a huge difference because the architectures were pretty the same. But AMD made faster 486 CPUs like 133 megahertz. Will you remake the printer beat up video? Yeah, I gonna do the Office Space printer scene remake. But I'm not sure when. But I have the right camera for it. I have the right ID for it. I need to write out all the scenes in little pictures for the framing and stuff. And get 3 people in suits and a nice done car and a printer and my big hammer, and we're gonna destroy it. And after it we need to clean all the little parts. Maybe Dave can be in suit in the video. Yeah, we can. It will be fun, I think. I will fly over to be one of the guys. Nice. It feels like months since I said I do a video that is weird spec Windows 95. Just haven't got around to turn it on. Yeah, just turn it on, make the video. Do you know why the Wi-Fi USB is slower than one on USB 2.0? I don't know. I don't like Wi-Fi and I don't like USB. Where did all the white PC cases disappear? This year on eBay suddenly they become very rare. Yeah, maybe they people already threw the most of them out, and now you have more the Pentium 4 systems on the market and not really in white cases anymore. Hi Pyro, see you gonna sleep? See you later. I also gonna almost end the stream. It was fun with you all here. Drop the printer off the roof of the flat. No, I don't gonna do that. That's too big of an hazard to make it fun. But just on an empty grass field, just destroying the printer and then cleaning it up, I think that will be fun and safe enough that no one can get hurt. Only the actors maybe. I keep finding Pentium 4s. A lot I got. I don't even take Pentium 4s. Or it must be in a really special case just to part them out. The best sound card creative series. I like the AWE64 a lot. So, I think I'm gonna end the stream. We streamed for 1.5 hours. I need to fix the dropped frames issues because it's really terrible. Haha, the museum in Helmond buy all the old PCs. No, it's not the museum in Helmond. I think Dave will buy all the old PCs. Smash that like button. Yeah, button the smash like button smash. Yeah, the and GeForce 3 for the newer games is pretty nice. Finally watching live. I always miss it. Thank you for your content. Nice to have you here, Kitoko Computers. But I hope you don't just join because I gonna end the stream soon. So, any last questions? Have a nice evening all. Bye Vic for now. See you later Dave. Hope you get the settings fixed. Yeah, I need to figure it out. This is really not working like I want. I make an appointment. Yeah, nice. I appreciate your work. Thanks, PC Pit. I will be back with making videos, but give me some time, and I will keep making them. His presentation of the old computers and the perhaps as much as peace and those applications are expiry of the you. I don't get that sentence, but that's maybe me being tired. Next live stream RGB LEDs for eye candy in the background. Yeah, the strip is hanging there, but I didn't bother putting them on, and I think the dropped frames are a bigger issue than the RGB lights. So, thanks for watching all. Just, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, share my videos, watch it, comment it, and you can support me of course on Patreon with a donation each month, and then we can grow even bigger here on the channel. So check out my Patreon page and of course my other videos, and I have a lot of videos. And if you like camera stuff, go to Dutch Video Shooter, because I will be very active the next week on there with a lot of new stuff and interviews on the show floor of IBC's show. So yeah, it was fun hanging out with you all. See you later. Bye.